What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. You know what's happening. We just trapping on a Thursday. Y'all know what time it is, man. Make sure you give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. This morning, you understand me, what's happening. Landlord from Alabama. Shout out to Swain, Mr. Bad Influence. Shout out to Michael Lockhart, Miss Regina Green with the green. We in this thing. Shout out to Jameson Taylor, DC 4 Life X in the building. Shout out to HTM Sports, my YouTube brother in the building rocking with us today. You already know what's happening. Shout out to Miss Sheila Neal. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We finna have a good morning. We finna have a good show. You know, I'm feeling excelente today. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I done had my coffee. I'm up early and prepared, on time and punctual. Let's get it. Shout out to Miss Sally Lawyer over there on Facebook. Shout out to my Facebook family, man. I done finally made 1K followers on Facebook. Everybody, let's turn up, baby. I'm happy about that right there. Let's go. We finna make that community jump too, man. But I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. I see you in here, Trap Boy Red in the building. We just trapping on a Thursday, man. But you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters keep on hating. That's their job. So we gonna make sure the haters hate, and we finna bring this thing on in the way it's supposed to be. Let's get it. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get that likes up, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
Money in my face. I just blew a bag.
Hey, let's get it. Shout out to John Cofield over there on Facebook. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Facebook fans. Shout out to King Brown. What's happening? We just trapping on a Thursday. Shout out to Chops all my time in the building. What's happening? Thomas A. Gary, what's going on, man? Let's go. Hey. The Cowboys doing their thing today. All common sense moves. Hey, can't nobody rain on my parade this off season, baby. Can't nobody take my joy away. Nobody. Hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. We coming hard. Let's go. Yeah. Run up them commas. Yeah. Hey. Ball man. On the chain, yeah. Let's go. Hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Let's get it. Hey, shout out to everybody rocking with your boy, man. I appreciate all the love and support. You know. And as I say, you might think you watching me from school or maybe at home or even watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. Make no mistake about it. You know where you is. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a good day like I am so far. You know what I'm saying? We having a great morning. We are. Please hit that like and share, you know what I'm saying, on the Twitter machine and everywhere you do your social media vibes at. But I think they said it's a bird, it's a plane. No. Oh. It's nefarious news. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. You know how we do this thing over here. Hey, breaking news live from the trap real close to the star. We got, bam, yo, Dallas Cowboys that made a major big move. You know, they signed Mr. Johnathan Hankins. Yes, sir, Bob. And I love it. This was a big move for us. Pun intended, because he's a huge human being as well. But we definitely needed this move to happen, y'all. I think a lot of people, this is not a sexy move, a sexy position. So a lot of people fail to realize what type of vibes he had going on. defensive tackle, one tech position. It's not sexy. It's not a flashy position, but it's most definitely a critical position. It's definitely a critical position. See, his number one job is to hold up these guards, demand double teams, cause havoc in the inside of that interior defensive line, and that's exactly what he's been doing since he's been on the Cowboys, since, I think he came in that Chicago week, you know what I'm saying? And he's been trapping it out ever since, you know what I'm saying? I love what he added to this football team. I feel like we got better in run stopping. And I feel like they said we got a yard better in run stopping, actually, like technically. So that's just outstanding. I just took this as a foregone conclusion that the Cowboys was going to add him back. I didn't even think nothing about it. I didn't even think twice about it. So now I'm just glad that they actually doing these common sense moves, y'all. It is going to be sad for these boys. We are back to being who we supposed to be.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
This is great news, man. Don't shoo this move away. Johnathan Hankins allows us not to have to be desperate in the draft. We don't have to go take a Mozzie Smith. We don't have to go take a Kalijah Kancey. We don't have to take these players if we don't want to. We have a decent defensive tackle, and we can pair him up with a couple of more of the guys we got, man. So I'm happy about the move. That's what I'm saying today. Let's move along. Bam. Okay. Shout out to Mark D Talking Boys with the Boys on Twitter. He says this is the Hankins effect with LVE in 2022. With Hankins playing plus 50% of his defensive snaps at one tech, double-digit tackles twice with Hankins in the rotation. Houston, he had 14 tackles. San Francisco, he had 11 tackles. 8 tackles a game with Hankins in the lineup, man. This is what he does. He makes your linebackers better players. You know what I'm saying? When you can get somebody that trash can full of dirt, that one tech in the middle of your defensive line, lining up right there in front of your center, you can hold up them guards and not let them get to the second level. Keep in mind, we are small in the backfield. We like to play that big nickel with the 3 safety lineup. So if those guards get to the second level, we are in trouble. We are in trouble if we let those guards get to the second level when we don't have Hankins in the building. But I am a little bullish on my boy Quinn Bohanna, so I'm not all the way saying that it's a desperate, dire situation when it comes to defensive tackle. We can use another one, but I'm just saying, Mr. Choctaw already starting trouble. You already in here starting trouble. I'm not saying that we are finished at the position. I'm just saying we won't be going, what can I say? We won't have a failed year if we don't address it like in the top draft, like in the first round or something. We won't be losing all our games because we don't address it early. That's what I'm saying. But moving along, I'm happy with the move. The Cowboys making them common sense moves. Bam. And shout out to John Machado on Twitter. I know he knows I like his follow. I use a lot of his stuff. So make sure y'all go follow this, man. The Cowboys are re-signing defensive tackle Johnathan Hankins. Dallas would still like to re-sign Carlos Watkins. Current D tackles include Hankins, Osel Digizur, Quinn Bohanna, and Neville Gallimore. So how y'all feeling about this lineup? I'm sure y'all want some more people. I'm sure we do need to attack this in the draft because, like I said yesterday, we do have depth though. We just have the people that you just not fond of. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty bodies in here. And I believe it or not, I think Carlos Watkins played decent ball last year for us. Even though he was coming out the practice squad and stuff like that, man. Keep in mind, I'm telling you, we can go pull up the film. One day I might have to pull up the film on him and also Digizur. Both of them started playing good football towards the end of the year, y'all. So like we said, you might not love the depth that we have, but we definitely have depth at the defensive tackle position. Now, Neville Gallimore is probably the biggest disappointment so far. You know what I'm saying? Because we had such high hopes for Neville and he never lived up to them. So I do believe in Quinn Bohanna. I feel like he might be able to take another step. I like what I seen from him when he was in. So I don't understand how he graded out bad or how he just didn't sustain a role on his team. But we'll have to go check the film. I'm telling you, I like what I seen from him when he was getting his opportunities. So moving along. Wait a minute. Bam. Okay, now this is all the recent moves that your Cowboys have done. Franchise tag Tony Pollard, traded for Stephon Gilmore, traded for Brandon Cooks, reworked contract of old offensive tackle Tyron Smith, re-signed Donovan Wilson, re-signed Leighton Vander Esch, re-signed Cooper Rush, re-signed special teams ace C.J. Goodwin, re-signed Rico Dowdle, re-signed Dante Fowler, Tate McKinley, Johnathan Hankins, Chuma Edoga, Ronald Jones, and Trent Sieg. Release Zeke, Connor McGovern, Noah Brown, Luke Guilford, Jake McQuaid, and Dalton Schultz. Now, out of all these moves, I don't remember the last time this move, like these free agency moves, was this long for our Cowboys this early. I don't remember. Trap. He said, nah, landlord, Hankins was the sexy sign. Hey, I like it. I think the defensive tackle position will never be just glamorous, but, you know, those trenches are probably the most important positions in football. Offensive line and defensive line. Like, your quarterback get most of the glory, but none of this is possible without a great offensive line or a decent offensive line and a great or decent defensive line. So I think that's probably the second most important aspect of a football team. Trap. But out of all the moves we've made so far, give your front office a grade, man. You know we always be on Dollar Bill Jones top now. Dollar Bill! You know that.
Shut down!
Give us a grade.
Nothing.
Hey, and then the long snapper is a low-key good signing that nobody thinking about. Like, that's a low-key good signing. Like, he was a player that was the only reason he got released from, I think he came from the Raiders, because it was a new regime coming in and they wanted to use their guy. He's still a young long snapper. He can play forever. Like, you know, long snappers might play about 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And he was pretty good at what he do. So, hey, you might have a 20-year player right here on your hands. You know what I'm saying? Trap. But I can't be mad at this list, man. Everybody, they doing exactly what I asked for. I wish I could pull up one of my shorts, man. Who remember that short I made? And I was like, if the Cowboys don't be aggressive in free agency, we gonna be mid for the foreseeable future. Y'all remember I said that? Trap. It's like Dollar Bill Jones heard landlord and said, hey, I got to get the moving and shaking. I got to prove him wrong. I asked the whole nation, do we want to win? If y'all remember my work I did saying that type of stuff, man, y'all give me a one in the chat, because I'm telling you, hey, they made me know it. They hushed me up. That's all I'm going to say. They hushed me up quick and good. Bam. Now, this is per John Machado, the current potential defensive lineup for the Dallas Cowboys. D-Law at defensive end, also Digizua at D-tackle, Johnathan Hankins at D-tackle, Michael Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, Damone Clark, Trayvon Diggs, Stephon Gilmore, Deron Bland, Jordan Lewis, and Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, and J. Ryan Kurtz, man. That sounds like an outstanding defense. That sounds like an outstanding defense. And then, look, this is why you want to know what the most interesting game of the year was last year. The most interesting game. To me, the very most interesting game was that Chicago game. I know I always go back to that game, but it was just so interesting, y'all. Because, look, that was the first game that Johnathan Hankins played for us. That was a game where Zeke wasn't there, so you got to see Tony Pollard as a feature running back. And you got to see Malik Davis. Then you got to see the 3 tight end lineup. Man, that Chicago game was outstanding, y'all. Y'all got to go back and look at that. That Chicago game gave us a lot of insight on what we feel about these players. Malik Davis got him some real carries in that game. It was just a big game to go back and watch, man. And one of the things I noticed when I went back and watched that game, out the gate, Justin Fields, they went straight at Anthony Brown. They went straight at Anthony Brown. Them boys went directly at Anthony Brown as soon as they hiked the ball. They threw a big, deep pass at Anthony Brown. Luckily, it was underthrown and we survived. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about right out the gate, they went deep at Anthony Brown. So just imagine, they ain't going to be able to do that with Stephon Gilmore, sir. That is no longer an option, sir. That is no longer an option. Yeah, Danny Savage, they ran all over us, but the game was pretty much intact, though. We kind of held them. You know, once you up, you can run the ball if you want to. We started out 14-0 that game. But shout out to Patrick No C Walker on Twitter, man. He becoming one of my favorite people that work for the Star, man. He do excellent work. But he says, I'm at a loss as to why anyone would believe they're all set at the linebacker position. I don't know about that. Like I said yesterday, I'm big on Devin Harper. I think he can come in and play. I know it's risky. I know he's unproven, but I trust the traits of the players. I really do. And I don't feel like linebacker is this huge hole in his team. Now, we can improve. We can add some more depth. But like I said, we do have Damone Clark. We do have Jabril Cox that we need to figure out what he's going to be. We need to figure this out ASAP. Devin Harper is a football player, y'all. Y'all just need to see it with your eyes. I know it's unproven, but trust me, I trust the traits. Devin Harper will be a baller if he get his opportunities. Trap. Keep in mind, landlord said the same thing about Deron Bland, and we see what happened with that now. Hey, I ain't beating on my chest, but hey, I know this game of football, man. I got great eyes for this sport, man. I'm just saying. When nobody giving Bland the props I was giving him out the gate, a 5th round pick, and he showed up and showed out. But I think we pretty decent at linebacker. Bam. Now, you seen this. Shout out to all Dallas Cowboys on Instagram, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow them. They said wide receiver Tank Dell worked out for the Dallas Cowboys. And you already know this is my pet cat of the draft. This just made me elated. I was just super happy, y'all. I was just filled with joy when I seen this, man. It looks like the Cowboys are on the money with everything they doing this offseason. It's looking real grim for these haters, y'all. It's looking grim. All the people that they bringing in look like they supposed to be here. It's all common sense stuff that the Cowboys doing. Now we don't have to worry about the inexperience at OC, man. It is finna get scary. This is scary hours for these boys. This is scary hours for these boys. And just imagine if we can get Tank Dell in the 3rd round, bro. That is a dream right there for me. That I'll be in the dream world. I would be in the dream world. And I'm telling y'all, this man is so underrated. They are just playing on his top because he's a small player. This man dominated his position in college football. He had more touchdowns, more yards than everybody in his position, and they still playing with him just because he a little undersized. But this is truly my pet cat of the draft, and I'm happy that the Cowboys looking at him. Moving along. Bam. Now, this is a report that's saying wide receiver DJ Montgomery working out for the Dallas Cowboys per James Slater. We will be taking part of the annual Dallas Day workout. So, what y'all feel about this guy? What it says to me is this team is focused on bringing in another wide receiver. Brandon Cooks is somebody that's going to be a big part of this game. and this offense, but they still on the hunt for bigger and better things. Not bigger and better, but more help in the wide receiving corps. They still on the hunt. So make no mistake about it, they will be drafting a wide receiver at some point in the draft. That's just interesting that they still doing their due diligence. Bam. Now, Rashee Rice had a private workout with the Dallas Cowboys per source. This another one now. This another one now. I'm loving to hear this, man, because I like his tape out of SMU. I feel like he's a good player. He's a versatile player. He's another one of those kind of smaller guys. He can do a lot of inside slot type stuff, man. I like Rashee Rice. It's the only thing I didn't like I seen, it was like he was a little scared to go across that middle sometimes on his tape. But, you know, he might be what? Maybe about a 4th round prospect. Choctaw, what you think about him? I know you the draft guy, draft guru, Choctaw Montana in here. You might be able to get him in like the 4th round or something. But I think he decent though. I think he'll definitely be a Brandon Cooks type guy. I think that the receivers that it look like they bringing in, like Tank Dell and Rashee Rice and stuff like that. Keep in mind, this is a small receiver draft right here, but it seems like they still looking for that Brandon Cooks replacement after he leave. You know what I'm saying? They still want that same type of skill set in the building after he's done. Choctaw says a 5th. Okay. Reminder, hit that like button. Miss Sheila, don't tell me they in here stealing now. Don't be stealing now. Y'all know what I say. Y'all know the slogan. Please hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We feeling good this morning. We just trapping on the Thursday now. Don't be stealing now. That's all I ask, man. That's all I ask. All the other stuff like likes, donations and stuff be cool. But, man, liking it and sharing the content is mandatory, man. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all still my people. Now, moving along. Now, I love this. They said the Cowboys are hosting Mississippi State cornerback Emmanuel Forbes on pre-draft 30 visits. He hits the height and length with ball production threshold for Dallas at 6 feet tall with a 79-inch wingspan with his weight 166 pounds. So he a little skinny. But, man, I like his ball production, man. He is pretty much a ball hawk. He's going after the football. I like his size. I like his physicality. He do a lot of stuff. He plays a little bigger than 166 pounds, what I seen. And he's pretty much blanketing these guys, man. I like the people that we bringing in. The Cowboys are on fire with the people that they bringing in. I haven't seen, the only person I probably disliked was that quarterback they brought in. Who that was? I think it was a quarterback out of Purdue or something. But everybody that I've been seeing is people that I like. And all the draft picks I've been seeing the Cowboys bring in, it looks like they'll fit this team well, and it's people that I already had liked. So I'm happy. I'm thinking we cooking. The Cowboys are cooking this offseason. And y'all know we finna do our thing in the draft. That's a given at this point. Y'all know Will McClay is a master chef at this. Bam. Now John Machado says odds for who will draft Texas running back Bijan Robinson. I know that makes y'all say good grief. I know that. I know it makes you say good grief. But your Dallas Cowboys have 4-1 odds. Washington Commandos have 9-2 odds. Los Angeles Chargers right behind Philly, Atlanta, then Cincinnati. Now, a lot of people got Bijan going to Philly, but Philly just got the Rashad Penny, so I don't see them getting Bijan. Now, I know a lot of people are against drafting Bijan, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. After we done made the moves that we made, man, if we go get Bijan, I would be elated. I would still be happy. Cause I just feel like this offense will be outstanding, y'all. Like, I don't think y'all get it. We aren't like 17 pieces away, man. We just need a few big time players, big impact players in this draft and some depth. We might need about 2 impact players. We might need one on offense and one on defense. And everybody else really could be dealt, like, for real. Marcel, have you ever seen a black guy say good grief? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie, man. If we was to land Bijan, y'all, I know we'll be mad about the value and the shelf life of a running back. But once you see this boy play football with your star on, I think all that stuff will go away. Real talk. I think it all will just disappear. You know what I'm saying? But moving along, bam. I had to put a little trolling in now. Shout out to CFT, Mr. Wrong, man. Y'all know he one of them troll goats on Twitter now. Shout out to CFT. Y'all see these boys stealing our style, man. You know I had to put a little trollish in now. Now, Ben DiNucci got a hat brand that says Dallas upside down. And now here come Philly being all mischief. What can I say? Being malicious and stuff. Shout out to Cowboy Brian with the first super of the day with the $10 super. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. He says we have the same team back that went 12-5, so we just upgrading in the draft, not replacing. Absolutely. Not only do we have the same team, Brian, we actually upgraded though. We upgraded. We added two premier. You could say premier players to that 12-5 team, Cowboy Brian. Now, we did lose Zeke and Schultz, but we added Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore. So, I think, if anything, we got better, Brian. What you think about that? I think we got better. So, not only are we the same 12-5 team, basically, I feel like we got better. So, it's scary hours for him, Mr. Cowboy Brian. It's scary hours for these young men. But, man, look at how these boys. Philly always got our name in their mouth and they want to steal our style. Look at this. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that peculiar? Ain't that peculiar? Yo, Cowboy Brian, you got to think. You just replace who? You replace Noah Brown with Brandon Cooks, sir. You know what I'm saying? Then you basically replace Anthony Brown with a former defensive player of the year. Hey, your Cowboys is cooking, Mr. Cowboy Brian. Your Cowboys is cooking. Y'all know I be on the front office top, and I've been the one who was challenging them. I said, man, if y'all don't be aggressive in this free agency, we gonna be mid. And the Cowboys looked me dead in my face and said, hold my beer. They finna go crazy. That's what they did. And I'm satisfied. I ain't gonna lie. I'm satisfied. It's been a while since you seen the Cowboys do things along these lines. And I feel like you got to give your front office a little grace, man. Give them a slight round of applause. They ain't done yet. They ain't out. They ain't in the clear just yet. But I think we should give them a little props, y'all. What y'all think about that? Because I didn't see it. Being real, I did not see us doing all this stuff, man. I ain't have no faith in no Dollar Bill Jones. Come on now. Why should I? You know what I'm saying? Why should we have faith in Dollar Bill Jones? He gave us nothing to have faith in. So, of course, I had my doubts. It made me sad thinking about it. It made me sad. It did. Because he been having us on this roller coaster ride for years now. We never got what we wanted. He never was aggressive. And he just sat back and lurked in the bushes and watched everybody else in the world have fun but us. But this year, he said, no, sir. He said, hold my beer, I'm finna cut up too. I want some of this action. Stephen Jones got tired of us challenging him, didn't he? He got sick and tired of us calling him out and challenging him. And he said, let me get up off my tail and get to business. Get busy. Y'all know I'm silly. But yo, man, I think Stephen Jones got sick and tired of us. Shout out to Jam Davis. I don't know if I ever seen you before, sir. My Facebook community is going in today. He said, we are manufacturer and exporter of all kinds of sportswear. Oh, you advertising. No, sir. Bye-bye. you know, I ain't gonna do you like that. But you ain't even said how you doing today. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are you, sir? This man come straight in the door and advertise. You ain't even spoke to nobody. How you doing? Shout out to Michael Lockhart. He said, landlord, isn't that trademark stealing though, bro? Hey, you already know. They want to be us, Mr. Michael Lockhart. They want to be us. Shout out to JC Cowboy Network in the building, vibing with us, man. I appreciate you, sir. Kyle 001 in the building. He said, Philly says, if you can't beat them, then join them. You know they can't beat us, especially not with Young Wayne Dakota, sir. You already know that. I'm telling y'all, man, I feel so good about this team, man. I felt good last year. Like I said, I didn't want to beat my chest, but I did call us out. I said we'll be 12-5 last year. I said this. Go check my records. I said exactly that. Now, the way we got there, like I said before, it didn't go exactly as I had planned, but we still had the same end result, so that's what matters. Shout out to Brian Peters in the building. He said, landlord, and salute landlord and the chat. Salute to you too, sir. Shout out to Thomas A. Gary. He says, don't give them too much applause too early. You know they're known for doing something stupid. I give them their credit before training camp. Now that's fair though. That's fair. That is fair. You know what I'm saying? I give you that. That's fair. Action Powell said he wasn't aggressive. He just got a greater value for his great value picks this year. Hey, man. Look, however you want to brand it, whatever you want to call it, I like the way they moved this year. You know what I'm saying? I like the way you move. You remember that? I like the way they was moving this year. So I ain't mad, man. Like, then look. Tell the truth though, this is still different though. Like, they didn't sell their soul to get better. They still did what was necessary to get better. Think about it. The moves that they made, tell me, are these not the exact moves that pissed us off the last few years for them not doing it? Tell me these ain't the moves. Can't nobody debate that. These are the same exact type of moves that we just be pissed off. We be like, man, he went for that. He went for a 5th round pick. We be pissed off that the Dallas Cowboys didn't make those type of moves. This year, they made the moves, so I'm happy. These the same picks. Like, just like Jalen Ramsey. We was mad about that, but we like, oh, we went and got Stephon Gilmore for a 5th. Like, so those be the same moves that had everybody mad at the front office because we know that they all was doable. They usually be doable moves, but your office just be twiddling their thumbs, just letting the world pass them by. Every move that we used to want to have, they used to just have it in their hands, and then you know what they did, like Miss Sister Badu. They just let it go. That's what was making everybody mad and angry. They finally stepped up and did something. They laced up their bootstraps and got to work in free agency. I love it. Here y'all go with the beef and stuff. Y'all gotta chill out with that. Big Flop says the ultimate slap in the face would be drafting a kicker. Man, chill out. Don't you put that evil on me, Big Flop. Don't you put that evil on me. They would never ever do nothing like that. The biggest insult would be drafting a quarterback to me. Because he wouldn't get no playtime. Like, that's what Aaron Rodgers was pissed off at Green Bay about. Like, they drafted a quarterback and he wasn't even finna get no run. So we in win mode. We in win now mode. So we need players that's gonna impact the team today. We don't care about 3 years down the line. We too close, y'all. If we was sitting up here planning for the future, I think that'll be, irresponsible. We too close. We too close to getting over this hump. So we need to be aggressive and attack. And that's exactly what it looked like the front office been doing. Cowboy Brian said Gilmore is still a top 10 corner. Shout out to my South Carolina Gamecocks and our DB Factory, Gilmore, J.C. Horn, Smith, and Rush this year. Yeah, Darius Rush look like a player too, man. Cowboy Brian talking his talk. He said, DBU. Hey, man. Talk your talk then, Brian. Y'all been pumping them out lately though. I ain't gonna lie. Marcel says Cowboys could have drafted Jordan Love. Yeah, we could have. You know, I don't want that. I want somebody that's gonna impact this team right now, like a Zay Flowers or something, man. Hey, we do something like that, sir. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. Shout out to DC4 Life X with the $5 holler. I appreciate you, sir. I really do.
Trap.
Said, what's good, landlord? As always, another great show. DC4 Life. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go, man. Hey, I'm so excited about this team. Shout out to the legend, Coach Mob. Landlord, what's up? Hey, I got a tight end I want in the 4th or the 5th. Zach Knutz. Something like that. Check his combine numbers. I'll check them out then, Mr. Coach. I'll check them out. Give me time. I'll check them out for you. Zay Flowers will be outstanding in this offense. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I told you, out of all the smaller wide receivers in the draft, I look at Zay Flowers as my favorite or as the best to me. That's my personal opinion. Now, my pet cat is definitely Tank Dell, but that's somebody you can get in the 2nd or the 3rd round. I don't know if he'll make it to us in the 2nd or 3rd, but I feel like you can get him in the 2nd or 3rd. But if you look at it, this is the perfect draft for the Cowboys to draft somebody at 26 and then move up in the 2nd. We need quality. We need quality over quantity this year. We don't need all these picks. We don't need 7 players. Instead of getting 7 players, why don't you, finesse it and get 5 and get some of the best players you can get. We don't need 7 players. Think about it. That 6 and 7 round pick, them boys might be having a CDL for the year old. You need to be moving and grooving. You can trade some of your picks next year. Like, bro, we still need to have that sense of urgency to know when to strike, bro. That's what I'm on. I feel like, man, we too close, y'all. It seems like every time we get close, we start taking steps back. This is the year for us to lunge forward, go straight after it, and go get this job done, man. This is it. Miss Regina said, I watched 2 of the 3 Super Bowls from the 90s, and they look no better than we do. Even Emmitt Smith was not running over them. Hey, Miss Regina, this is the reason I say, okay, we understand the Cowboys done had the talent, y'all. We've had talent. Man, we done had talented teams over the years. We done had teams that probably should have a trophy right now. But it always be some. It's like, you know what they say, you have ham, no burger, peanut butter, no jelly. It's always some that we be lacking in those critical times when we get to the playoffs. So now I feel like everything has came together, and now we got the capable team to go crazy. Think about it. We got the coaching. I told you, for me, I feel like this is the first time we ever had a coaching advantage, y'all. I can go into any football game and feel like my coaches can match wits with anybody. Anybody. Line them up. Line them up. Who y'all would be scared of going into a game against? Our coaches will literally match wits with anybody. I'm taking my team. I feel like Mike McCarthy has the caliber to beat any defensive coach, and Dan Quinn has the wits to be able to match up with any offensive coach. We definitely got an offensive advantage and a defensive advantage, and that we haven't had that luxury over the years, man. So I'm excited. I think it's up. It's up. Danny said, yes, we are. Is it a problem? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. DP Johnson in the building. He said left tackle at 26, Alton Harris or DeJuan Jones. Great Wall gets rebuilt and Cowboys going crazy. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm almost super sold on lineman in the, at 26, but it's still something in me saying the Cowboys gonna go after a weapon or something, y'all. Yeah, shout out to HTM. He said, don't be stealing in the trap, man. Don't be stealing. Y'all make sure y'all show some love and support, man. I appreciate all the love, man. You know, we give y'all a daily show. Now, if this your first time watching, man, you know I do this every day. I'm trying to crank it up for y'all. Be consistent. This is what we do. So please hit that like button. Danny Savage says Harrison needs to get stronger. His running game lacking. I don't know what that. Brian says Coach gonna make me check him out. Quick YouTube search and Canucks has a 40 vertical and ran a 4.5 40. Tagged the combine. He athletic like that, Coach. He coming like that, Coach. He coming strong with the K, ain't it, Coach? DP says we've had a handful of teams with no talent, to win it all, but have not had the coaching and direction. It would be exciting to not feel like we have to overcome coaching for once. Dak for MVP, man. I'm telling you, it's like that. It's like that. Like, this is the first time we have a coaching advantage. Like, I'm not going into no game feeling like we at a disadvantage at coaching. I'm telling you right now. I'm taking my guys. He said, sorry for the typos. I was excited. Hey, man, y'all don't understand. Like, this live stuff is not as easy as it looks, man. I be up here, it be 100. My mind be running at 100 miles per hour, and then I'm trying to read and can't see the small text, and then it be errors in it, so I be messing up myself. So I'm on both Facebook and YouTube pushing that like, but hey, man, that's MVP legendary GOAT status right there, Mr. Joe Tranchina. I appreciate all the love and support you do, sir. You do a lot for the nation. We all appreciate you. We really do. You always there. First in line, last out the door, Mr. Joe Tranchina. Thomas A said it's always a BS call, a penalty, a wrong play call at the wrong time, and a turnover is what's holding us back in the playoffs. You right too, Mr. Thomas A. That's why I feel encouraged, and I feel like Mike McCarthy won't make those stupid mistakes, bro. Like, he gonna make the common sense thing. Now, it'll depend on the team executing the common sense play if we gonna get over it. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see us making a dumb play call. We might make the right play call, then now it's up to the execution of the play to make the play work out. It won't be 2nd and 2 when you throwing the football out of empty formation. It won't be that, yo. So in 2nd and 2, you're going to see him run the football. You know what I'm saying? And if the blocking is right, that'll be what determines if it was a good call or not. Mike McCarthy going to do exactly what you should do in those critical situations. Shout out to DC for Life X with the $5 super. I appreciate you, sir. He says we need to talk. We need Zeke back so he can be part of our championship. DC for Life. Let's freaking go, Cowboys. I ain't gonna lie, man. This do feel like, man, like it feel like we might be able to get there, bro, and then Zeke won't be a part of it. That'll be kind of sad though. I ain't gonna lie. That'll be semi-sad. You know what I'm saying? You know we make up trap language every day. Semi-sad. I don't know if you heard nobody say that before. Semi-sad. DP Johnson says, who Michael benching from 92 to 93? Them was whole different breeds of dog on the front, sir. No disrespect to the young line. Y'all comparing the 90s teams to these teams. That's a tough comparison, but I understood what Miss Regina was really saying. She just saying that, I feel like she's saying that we got a capable team, just like that team back then was winning. I feel like it was just some philosophical things that was holding us back. We've been, bro, how many years, think about this, in the past 10 years, how many times that people vote us as one of the more talented teams? They've been doing that. The Cowboys been one of the most talented teams for years now. Like, and this is not even like up for debate. Everybody knows we done had the talent. it always be something else that holds us back. Whether it's the black ball that Mr. Choctaw Montana like to talk about, or is it what Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett teaming up to hold us back? Like, or is it the referee? You know what I'm saying? Because the referees be having it out for us, man. Because we know Dez caught that football. We know that. We know he caught the football. Shout out to Willie T. He says, Mike McCarthy gives me confidence in right play calling in each game, not just to put up 40 points. Exactly. So don't come in here when we don't be putting up 50 points one game and 12 points the next game. Mike McCarthy gonna give you some along the lines of like a consistent 28 points, 25, you know what I'm saying, somewhere up in that sweet spot. But the team is going to be overall better because they're going to be playing complementary football. Your defense going to be well rested. Everybody's going to be on point. So it ain't going to be this flashy, oh my God, look at the Cowboys offense. It's going to be, man, the Cowboys is just unstoppable. That's what it's going to be. Trap. It's not going to be the reverse 360 dunk. It's just gonna be that open field, open court steal, and just a normal dunk. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be effective. You ain't gotta do the reverse windmill 360 backward flip dunk. You can just dunk. That's what type of stuff that Mike McCarthy gonna do. He ain't gotta show out. Like I said, Kellen Moore was trying to win a job. Mike McCarthy done been there and done that. He trying to extend his legacy. He trying to maintain his status. He trying to let everybody know that he still is him, man.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
He ain't trying to boost up his resume like Kellen Moore was. He done been there and done that. So that's what I love about it the most. Honestly, I feel like we got a decorated coach whose sole mission in life is to win. You know what I'm saying? That's tremendous. That's tremendous. Think about that, man. Since day one, when Mike McCarthy got here, I told you the main thing he talked about was winning. And that's what I love to hear. Like, bro, in every interview, go back to the first interviews that you heard Mike McCarthy. All this man ever talked about was winning. They'll try to hit him with some old messy stuff and rumors and stuff. Mike McCarthy go right back to talking about winning. That's exactly what we need here. Cause think about it, man. Dallas, we had a semi-toxic, environment. Cause Dallas just popping, bro. We got a lot of, nefariousness going on outside, and you got the media there every day. You got people coming from here, there, and everywhere. You need a coach like Mike McCarthy to come in the building and just be solely focused on football. That's why I love him. He said, no dunking, all layup. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that for sure 2 points. That's the whole theory. But I don't think y'all understand. This is why I've been one of Big Mike Soprano. You know what I'm saying? That's his new nickname in the trap. Big Mike Soprano, biggest supporters. Because I feel like, man, in Dallas, you can't have a coach that's lollygagging or get distracted easily. Mike McCarthy's sole purpose is football, man. He don't care about the fashion, the ladies. Like, Mike McCarthy is all about football, man. And that's exactly what you need in Dallas, y'all. I don't think y'all get it. Jason Garrett was a decent one, but man, I think Mike McCarthy, he understands the assignment, and he gonna get it done. Joe Tranchana said, we still need a true middle linebacker to really be a number one defense. I could see us getting an upgraded linebacker. The only way I say sign me up for an upgraded linebacker is if you get me a linebacker that's better than all our linebackers. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what y'all want. Think about what you asking for. See, this is what I think y'all fail to realize. When you ask for certain positions, we have these at home. We got McDonald's at home. What mama tell you? We got McDonald's at home. So this is what you need to realize. If you are asking and you feel like it's a dire need at linebacker, you know what you really saying? You saying that you need a linebacker that's better than all the linebackers that we have. That's what you really saying. Because we got linebackers. And that's exactly what you saying about defensive tackles as well. That's why we have a dilemma when it comes to what we gonna pick. Think about that. This is why landlord says it's a dilemma when it comes to what we finna pick. Y'all want these positions, but you definitely don't want somebody that just finna be some depth. That ain't what we want. If you don't think these young defensive tackles finna come in here and be better than Johnathan Hankins, finna be better than Quinn Bohanna, Neville Gallimore, and Osel Digizur, you could just get depth from anywhere. So we looking for somebody who is better than all of them and ready to start if you draft them. And when it comes to, what's the other position? Linebacker. If you draft a linebacker, he better be better than Jabril Cox, Damone Clark, LVE, and who else? Devin Harper. He better be better than all of these people. So we're not asking for depth. Y'all looking for a sensational player. So the only way you can get that is it'll have to be in the first round.
Trap.
And if it's in the first round, think about that. It's still a chance that he might not be better than these people. It's still a chance. It's still a chance. Like, just because you draft them high, that don't necessarily mean that they gonna develop and, manifest into this dominant player when they get to the league. College and NFL is two different. So if y'all saying that these are the positions of need and we just went over the depth at these positions, you definitely better be telling me that you are drafting or acquiring a player that's better than everybody that we got.
Trap.
Do y'all think y'all can do that? Do y'all think y'all can do that in the draft or in free agency? Y'all answer my question. What y'all thinking? Let me know. Everybody that's following what we talking about. Basically, people saying that our positions of need are defensive tackle and linebacker. And like I said, I'm pretty much happy with the defense. Man, our defense finna be outstanding, y'all. Like, okay, we can add some more pieces, but I think our defense finna be outstanding. So if you think about it, can you go get a defensive tackle that's better than all on we got in the draft or free agency, and the same for linebacker? Let me know what y'all think about that. He said, Chill Bill says, I hope LVE can stay healthy. Me too. Let me know if y'all think y'all can do that in the draft or free agency. Can y'all go draft a player that's better than all our linebackers and a player that's better than all our defensive tackles? Or vice versa? Can y'all do that in the draft? Or can y'all do that in free agency? Let me know. Because free agency, it done dried up. We could have did it with Bobby Wagner, but the office didn't want him. We could have did it with Bobby Wagner, but the offense didn't want him. So, what y'all think about that? He said, yes, Miles Jack on a 1-year deal. Miles Jack is what position he play? I think he a defensive end, ain't he? I could be mistaken. Let me see. I got something going on. Y'all, give me 1 second. I think Miles Jack is a defensive end, ain't he? No. Miles Jack a defensive end, right? He said, shit, trade KJ. See, we just did exactly what I said at DB. Right? We just went and acquired a player from in free agency that was better than all the cornerbacks we have except for Trey. In my opinion. We just did the same thing at receiver. So that's what I'm saying. Can you do this stuff at linebacker and defensive tackle in the draft? And you almost what, 90% sure it's gonna happen. Let me know. Whatever happened to Khalil Mack. Yeah. You say linebacker ready. You say you can draft the linebacker better than all of them. So who your linebacker is? Let's see. I like Campbell. I think Campbell can come in and start over all of them. But that means he your number 1 pick. That means he your pick at 26. You know what I'm saying? They said a linebacker from UCLA. What's his name? I ain't familiar. So y'all say y'all can draft that linebacker that's going to be better than all these guys. Day 1. Hey, I ain't saying you can't, but I'm just saying that's the mentality that you got to go into it as. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want a regular linebacker. You want a linebacker that's gangster. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
You want a gangster linebacker. You want a gangster defensive tackle that's finna come in here, and it ain't even no question that they finna start over the whole cast of guys, the collection of characters that we have.
Trap.
JC says one of the best prospects I have ever seen coming out of college, but hasn't met those expectations in the NFL. He's still a solid player, though. Who are you talking about, JC? Let me see. I missed what you were talking about. Fill me in, JC. Let me know who you was talking about. Oh, he said he's talking about Miles Jack, who used to play for UCLA. Oh, okay. Yeah, see. Oh, Miles Jack, a linebacker. Oh, okay. My bad. I know the name, but you know, like I said, man, when you're live, you be thinking about a whole lot of stuff. But I think if we draft Jack Campbell, I think he'll be better than all of them. But do you want to go linebacker at 26, though? That's the question. And will he even be there? Him or Drew Sanders? Who y'all taking, Drew or Jack Campbell? Because I think I like Jack Campbell better. I don't know. He said Miles Jack is better linebacker. Yes, he is better than LVE. So y'all will go get Miles Jack in free agency. He a free agent? He said, heck no. Is he a free agent? Is Miles Jack a free agent? I don't want to have to do no research right now. Danny Savage saying trade back. I'd be kind of disappointed if we trade back. Cause one of them players that you like gonna be there. At least one of the players you like. Cause look, that's the whole beauty of the way Mike McCarthy done built this football team. Think about it. He done situated us to a degree that we don't have to be desperate or, selling our soul for anything. Everybody that we want, we got every position at our disposal. We cover all the bases. You know what I'm saying? Will Nico says Clark and Harper will put LVE on the bench by mid-season. Hey, that's possible.
Trap.
But I think LVE straight though. I think y'all doing LVE a little bad. I think y'all doing LVE just a tad bit bad. I think he alright. I think you can maintain with LVE though. Danny Savage says Drew overgrown wide receiver who can't bang between the tackles. What you talking about? You calling Drew Sanders a wide receiver? Like what? Unless you talking about another Drew. Don't tell me you calling this man a wide receiver, Danny Savage. Come on now. ATM said we starting back up in the trap, or you want to visit the liquor store. It's whatever, really. You can come to the trap if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We always trapping.
Trap.
Coach Mob says Clark is our starter at linebacker. Landlord Canuse is 6'7", 255 with a 4.5 and a 40 vertical. Hey, his numbers sound tremendous for a tight end. Tremendous. And they got him as a what kind of talent at the fourth round, you said, Coach? If they got him in the fourth, I'm taking him. See, look, all these positions that we don't want to draft, they gon' draft a player in them. They just ain't gonna draft them like high. We just don't want them to draft them high. Like, I don't want them to draft a tight end high. I don't want them to draft a linebacker high. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff I'm saying. So, yeah. We about to get ready to go and wrap this thing on up, man. I'm probably finna come right back, though. Spin the block right back. Before we get up out of here. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge your card. And, yeah, we finna bring in our brother HTM Sports. And you know how it go, man. So I appreciate all the love and support. I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. And please spin back for your boy. But you already know they hate us because we are, why? Because we are the greatest. They know. I appreciate everybody, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this show today. I told y'all I'm feeling great. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good today.
In my hand.
Let's get it. Yeah. Let me know if y'all enjoy the show,
and this
man.
Is greatness defined. Every line is divine.
Put me some flames in the chat.
And every song, man, I swear
Put me some trap houses in the
no matter
track.
how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so
I'm evaluating myself as well.
Go in their house, they probably got my pics.
I'm trying to get better.
Damn, I never
So let me know how I did today. Let's get it.
Now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming. I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble stuff ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze,
but yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough.
Yeah, I
appreciate that, man.
We'll take a seat.
I really do.
Do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to
shout out to Dwayne Brown with the $5 cash out. I appreciate you, Mr. Dwayne Brown.
You ain't get how it feels.
Thank you, sir. Let's go. Let the dollars see you make it. We just vibing, man. We trapping on the Thursday, y'all. Hit them flames for the boy, man. We doing something different over here, man. Make sure y'all hit that shot so we can make this trap jump around the corner. Let's get it. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping.
I'm from the bottom.
Let's go.
By the avenue, so I gotta pay homage to the hood
to show my gratitude.
And then my attitude
yeah,
is
man.
To
I just wanted a little feedback, man. I told y'all I'm evaluating myself as well. I'm trying to get better and better at the craft. Make sure I give out a proper product. You understand? Let's get it. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me.
We'll take a seat.
I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I appreciate that love, man. Let's get it. Yeah, go hard. Let the doubters see you making it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. Yes, I am the greatest, but we are the greatest. They hate us because they ain't us. And if this is your first time listening, man, I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And y'all, please enjoy the rest of y'all day. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.